Okay, so the scene starts and we got Grimjow, aka a spotter number 6, pulling up with his goons looking to hunt down Ichigo and his friends. But as to why he's doing this, I really don't know. My man saw Ichigo and his friends getting cooked by Yami and was like, nah, that's not enough, and pulled up for the smoke. Bro just wants to fight for no reason. He the Draymond Green of the Bleach universe. But before they get active, Grimjow tells the Arancars to open their pesquisas to locate the enemy, and he sent them on their way. They then begin to intercept the rest of the Soul Reapers and start spitting out these long ass introductions that nobody asked for. Talking about some, I am the 11th Arancar. I have been named shot. Yeah, I'ma need you to shut up. Cause why is bro trying to hog all the screen time right now? With all that yapping he doing, he better be able to box, nigga. But unfortunately, we'll never know. Cause I already grabbed my remote and quickly skipped over their entire fight. But the camera cuts to Chad still recovering from that ass beating he took from Yami. And bro knows if he goes out there now, he is going to get embarrassed. But just like a real one, he's gonna do it anyway. So Mans walks outside, but there's already an Arancar there waiting for him. And not gonna lie, having to fight an Arancar directly after I just got greased by one has to be nightmare fuel. If I'm Chad, I'm retiring ASAP, no Rocky. I'm not fighting no more Arancars. Nope. But the Arancar rushes Chad, getting ready to punch the soul out that man's chest. But before he could reach him, that man Ichigo pulls up and stops the attack completely. Like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. We got a real contender on the scene now. And this man is not even fully healed from his last encounter, but he's still ready to stand on business. That's a true warrior right there. But the hype of the moment is immediately ruined once Rukia spawns in talking about she's taking over the fight. And don't get me wrong, I like Rukia, but whenever she starts boxing, I can't stand her. Cause she never wins any of her fights. Like, I know y'all seen how she got done in the Arancar arc. Someone get that thing off the road, bruh. But they get to yapping about how she got her powers back and all that. Yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Like, I don't got time for this shit, bruh. I got boxing to get to. I don't care if you got your powers back. And apparently I'm not the only one, because the Arancar got tired of all that yapping and immediately blitzes Rukia, pushing her back further than Stephen A's hairline. But Rukia wasn't going for all that backdoor stuff. So she pulls out her Sodeno Shirayuki and hits his ass with the Somei no Mai, and completely engulfs him in a coating of ice. But in typical Rukia fashion, that attack did not work. And honestly, I'm not surprised. Rukia selling? Who's shocked? Not me. I just told y'all she don't be winning fights like that. She don't really be putting in that work for real. But to my surprise, the Arancar misjudged the range of Rukia's attack, and it ends up shooting into the air, packing this man up for good. Okay, Rukia, that's how you coming? I see you. I retract my last statement. You could box a little bit. Keep stepping like that and you for sure got my respect, is what I would have said if it wasn't for this next scene. Because immediately after Rukia packs him up, this man Grimjow pulls up with his spiritual pressure over 9,000, talking about some, which one of you is the strongest? Who's gonna take me on? But then I quickly had to pause the video because that question deserved a slap. Cause what do you mean which one of them is the strongest? Like, what kind of dumbass question is that? That's like asking me if I want to hear Killer B rap. Fuck no, baby. But after that dumbass question, Rukia immediately tells Ichigo to run. But as soon as she turned her head, Grimjow hit that "this one looks pretty good" and stabbed her directly in her guts. Now honestly, I can't even make a joke out of this because I genuinely feel bad. But after watching this scene, the only thing that I can say is, you let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom. And to make it worse, he was talking smack after that shit too. He was like, lesson number 1, never turn your back on the enemy during a fight, especially against someone like me. Stupid. And then he just drops her to the floor like she a piece of trash. Oh my God, I'm having a murder. So Ichigo immediately tries to spin back, but Grimjow blocks the attack and smacks Ichigo away with a mere flex of his spiritual pressure. Now Grimjow's out there complaining because Ichigo's boring him. Shakur Stevenson can relate, so he tells him to activate his Bankai before things get critical. And of course, Ichigo activates it. But not gonna lie, I wouldn't let that shit happen to me though. Ain't nobody telling me when to activate my Bankai. You're not my dad! So after Ichigo activates Bankai, this man dove out of the air doing a whole ego drop. Like, who does this man think he is? Knuckles? He crashes into the ground, causing mad property damage. I know somebody's house is in shambles right now. But Ichigo tries to go in for another strike, only for his attack to get blocked and punted away, straight Looney Tunes. So after Ichigo recovers from that throw, Grimjow pulls up trying to knock this man's head off as Ichigo tries to dodge it. But hold up. Why is this man squinting that hard for an attack that close? You don't see that big ass fist right in front of you? Nah, Ichigo, you might need some glasses, big dog. Real quick, how many fingers am I holding up? You don't know, do you? My dog going band for band with Stevie Wonder. But Ichigo ends up dodging the punch and then gets his sword blocked again. Not gonna lie, Ichigo, you might as well drop that sword and give it to him. He owns your sword now, no Diddy.
Hey, yo!
But Grimjow wasn't giving Ichigo no time to think, cause this man channeled his inner Karate Kid and kicked Ichigo right in the gut, sending him flying. Got that man spinning out of control in the air, talking about some and catapult straight into the ground. And not gonna lie, Yago is moving like Celtic Shaq right now. Straight basura, cause this man Grimjow hasn't used his sword yet. It's just been straight boxing. I'm talking that.
You catching them?
But Grimjow dashes back in, ready for round 2, grinning from ear to ear, ready to teach this man a lesson. They end up clashing, and Ichigo knew he could not take this man's power.
Pause.
So he ends up getting hit with the nastiest kick I done ever seen. Now my dog is out there throwing up blood and spit like Cell was against Gohan. And look at Grimjow. This man is so happy to beat up somebody he don't know, it's crazy. But Ichigo goes rock skipping into the ground, doing more backflips than Javante Davis after every knockout, and goes flying straight into a wall. But not gonna lie, getting sent flying like this off of one kick is crazy. Nah, this gotta be some form of glazing. I don't care how strong he is, I don't buy it. But now Ichigo just sitting there wondering if being a Soul Reaper is worth it for real. But it's too late to think about that because Grimjow's already on his ass. And I promise you, if your op is ever smiling while walking you down like this, it's time to call the police cause this fight is not worth it. But this man Grimjow finally pulls up looking like a D1 crash out. He lifts Ichigo by his shirt and this man just starts wildin'. Bro started hitting him with mad rapid punches. He think he in Jump Force and just listen to the sound. This man is really dribbling those punches off his head like a basketball. And he laughing while doing it. I swear it's shit like this that would make me become a villain. Because I promise you, if I ever got done like this, your awareness better be on 10. Because the next time that I see you, we won't be shooting the fade. I'm just shooting. But after that devious combo, you would think Grimjow would just drop him to the floor and go on about his day. But no, he launches him into the air and loads up his finisher. Got Ichigo up there talking about some.
Damn, he really about to rock my shit.
And then he knocks this man back down to the ground. And if that entire sequence wasn't disrespectful enough, Grimjow was up there violating, talking about some, is that all there is to your Bankai? I've gotta say, you've turned out to be a real disappointment. You used your Bankai and all it does is give. Ichigo was tired of all that yapping, so he loads up his most powerful Gesuga Tensho and fires it at him. But when the camera cuts back, we see that Grimjow tanked it and it only left a scar. Now Grimjow is just out there clowning him, but he won't be laughing for long, because Ichigo's hollow form was tired of watching him get cooked, and he decides it's time for him to take over. Ichigo, really having no choice, was just gonna let it happen. But luckily, that boy toes and pulls up, and he bails Ichigo out of this fight. They end up going back to Wako Mundo under the orders of Aizen, and Ichigo and his squad end up getting to live another day. But all in all, great fight. Even though Ichigo put up a straight Tony Snow performance, we all know that get back is finna be heat.